Welcome to Football and the Kitchen Sink. Get ready for in-depth conversation from the world of high school, college, and pro football, plus some insight about the rest of the world. All this, along with some fun and humor along the way. Pull up a chair, grab a coffee or a beer, and join us. It's Football and the Kitchen Sink. Here are your hosts, Coach Schuman and Coach D. Pascali.
Coach D.
What's the deal? What's the word? What's going on?
You're back teaching.
Whew. I mean, yeah, in a way. I mean, it's been a while since these guys have all been in school together, and now they are, and it's here we go.
Sit there, Troy.
All right, Troy.
Sit down on the pod.
Hang on, I gotta grab something.
I can't sit. I need to sit over here.
No.
Because there's no access over there.
Good.
I'll get a chair at least.
I can't come over here, though. I need to be able to work today.
I will put it on there. If you could
All right.
Then you could just move that over.
I'm getting bussed around by my 5-year-old.
I think you're just supposed to say.
You got noise. No. No noise.
Oh,
No noise. Unreal. Unreal.
Oh, ouch.
Unreal. So Gus Malzahn is being talked about as a great hire. Coach, we lost you there.
You
They
good?
said Gus Malzahn is being talked about as a great hire.
I think it is. I agree. He also just hired big-time defensive coordinator from Miami.
Who would he hire from?
I guess that was a big hit. A lot of people were kind of saying it's going to be hard to put a staff together because he's obviously the last guy to get hired. But I don't think I think that does not seem to be the issue here. It's
Gus didn't call us.
I wish. I'd like to go to UCF. That'd be pretty nice. I'm not a big Orlando guy, but I'd make it work, I think.
You could live towards the beach, say
at that point,
Lake Nona.
At that point, I don't really care where I live. It's going to be nice weather, shorts year round.
Shorts year round. It's tough. You'd be recruiting Florida athletes. Be tough. Yeah, I don't think you get used to that.
I think I get a nice pull too from New Jersey. Come on down to the beach, boys. You want to live in Florida? It's very nice down here. Nice and warm.
Will they let you even?
We got a pool in the middle of campus.
Hold on. Will they even let you bother going up to New Jersey?
Absolutely. I think you should. I think you could. I think that'd be a recruiting area. You don't think so?
For Central Florida?
For Central Florida, why not? Let's come get some tight ends, linebackers, and offensive linemen. Let's get some big daddies to go down to UCF.
They don't have them in Florida?
I'm sure they do. I don't know if they have the same caliber lineman-wise that they do.
Well, I'm saying, so give me the reasons why you would come up here if you were from Florida.
Well, I would just – that's what
unless it was an elite guy. Obviously, elite guy, I'm taking them out of the mix, the top 1 or 2 guys.
I think New Jersey is a great spot, or the Northeast is a great spot to recruit offensive linemen, linebackers, tight ends. You're also recruiting guys that are extremely football smart. They're disciplined. They're hardworking. I think that's the appeal of this area. I think the football knowledge and coaching that these guys get set them apart from others. I think that's the difference between a player in the Northeast and a player in Florida. And I've heard it time and time again from, guys that I know have gone from up here to down there in Florida. And they, the biggest difference is that mental aspect of the game. the guys don't get me wrong, guys down there, athletes down there can run and jump and do all that kind of stuff, but the grasping of concepts and the football smart, it's just a different level, I think, up here. That's why I would do it.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
He always said, if I could take the coaching in New Jersey or the mental part of a football player in New Jersey and bring him down here and put it in the Florida athlete, whoa,
No, yeah. Well, I mean, there are things that New Jersey as an athlete.
Hey!
Get out of here! Get out of here! You didn't listen. Go find mommy. Woo! You didn't listen. I told you to listen. You didn't listen. That's how it happens. I give you an opportunity. You blow your opportunity.
What do you got on there? What kind of shirt you got on there? What is that?
That's Missouri Tigers.
I was going to say, is that a Missouri shirt? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing with a Missouri shirt?
Missouri. I got it from when I was at. You hear the crying in the background.
I don't know if you're gonna if you're gonna get yelled at right now.
No, I'm not gonna get yelled at. He doesn't listen. Like you like hey, you want to sit next to me? That's cool. I'm okay with that. I told you don't make noise. You can make a little noise, but don't be purposely making noise. What does he purposely do?
You gotta
purposely makes noise. Purposely makes noise.
You gotta drop the hammer.
Purposely makes noise, and then he and doesn't understand it. Well,
repercussions, brother. Repercussions.
Take it right out.
I do want to say today, happy 25th anniversary to the movie Happy Gilmore.
Oh, this is the 25th anniversary of Happy Gilmore.
That is why I revealed that list to you earlier, or that is why that was a topic on Mike Greenberg's show today. It's the 25th anniversary of the release of Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore is definitely absolutely hilarious.
First off, you're making a movie about golf.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just think it's like, you're making a sports movie about golf.
What's your favorite moments about it?
I think by far the key to the entire movie is what's the instructor's name that lost his hand to the alligator? Is that Chuck? Chuck?
The guy who lost.
Is it Chuck?
This guy played by Carl Weathers.
Yeah, that and the Bob Barker scene separates the entire thing.
The Bob Barker scene where Bob Barker whips his butt.
To get him to do that,
it is so unbelievable in Happy Gilmore.
I love when they do things like that where you get a guy that's, like to break character or
yeah.
Like whatever, like they're always viewed as one way, and now all of a sudden you see them doing something else. I think that can make or break. I think it's awesome. So funny.
Dave, do you know if Tom is doing game RU this year?
Hey, Chris.
I have no idea, but we're not getting involved. We were going to be involved last year.
We're not in it this year.
We're not even bothering this year. Not.
I don't know if it's going to be something that's even going to happen because of everything that's going on. They might not want to take that chance.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know that Ocean City is doing something down there, like a jamboree-ish type thing.
Yeah, jamboree.
I know they're hosting. Somebody's playing a team from Maryland.
Right.
I don't know the logistics of it or anything, but they've gotten a lot of press lately because of their field and how it's situated with the Ferris wheel and all that kind of stuff. So, plus they've been a little good. So I think they're kind of taking advantage of that right now, which is good for them. But I don't know if anything's going on at Rutgers or any of that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want this year. Thought a lot about it. Like, there's no point in.
Yeah.
Next year, I think there might be a point, but not. I don't even know. There's going to be, to me, there's going to be if you're a public school, there's going to be one full state championship where you got all those weeks. And if you're good, man, I think you got to start thinking about vying for that and what it takes for that, man.
14 games, baby. That's what it takes. That's what it's going to take.
It's a lot of games. So any extra games, I don't know.
I love it.
I love it. I don't know that any extra games are even worthwhile.
Florida does 15. We're getting there.
That's what I'm saying. 14 games. So Happy Gilmore. All
5
right.
rounds of playoffs they
the
do.
Best character in Happy Gilmore, bar none. And I happen to just remember this because I saw, the site. I was telling you about that site Cameo where you could pay
somebody to say what's up. Yeah.
Right. So Shooter McGavin, the guy who plays.
Oh, yeah.
He does his own cameos as Shooter McGavin.
Oh.
And he gets paid for big bucks.
That's probably how he's making his living right now.
A lot of people golf.
Well, think about this. If that's not something to jump on during the times we're doing now where you can't make public appearances and you're just sitting home and people are sitting home, if you shoot something like that out, like that's amazing. Like, wow. Like, here's a round of applause to that guy for jumping on an opportunity when it presented to itself.
So Shooter McGavin.
And to do the character, that's phenomenal.
So Shooter McGavin, and he's done 2 as recently as February 10th and February 2nd, okay?
So it's like this is current.
Listen to this, okay? I want to preface this. And sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, you did it.
I think you'll find this really interesting without having to go there. He has 351 reviews for the cameo for Shooter McGavin.
So that means he's done 351, correct?
No, he has 351 reviews.
So that means he's probably done more, and 351 people said something about it because it was so good. Is that what we're talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, or said reviewed between 1 and 5. What do you think is his average rating?
4 or above.
5.0.
Nasty.
Perfect.
Nasty.
5.0. And he charges.
I don't even.
Is that incredible? He's an actor, right? He's been in a bunch of movies. Remember, he was in Grease 2. He was the.
But I'm saying, like, this is.
He was the cool rider in Grease 2. You remember Grease 2?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, to jump on an opportunity during a time when might not be working as much.
Wait, no, he wasn't the cool rider. The cool rider was Lorenzo Lamas.
He was in Grease.
Grease 2. He was what do you call it? Kaneki?
I remember because him and the first one look very similar.
Was he the actual Kaneki in Grease?
No, I don't know. Definitely not.
You sure?
Positive.
No, you're right. But he was Kaneki in the second one.
Right. But I'm saying that's a way to jump at an opportunity. You're sitting home during a pandemic. Maybe the movie you were supposed to be in isn't shooting or something's going on. Sure. Let me sit on my computer. Let me play a character. And here you go. Shooter. $500. Thank you. Like
$220. Okay.
And he's done at least 350.
He's probably done 1,000.
Right?
Okay.
You think
what is the math on that?
What did you say it was? $250?
220. So
all right, so it's 220, and we're saying he did probably how many?
Well, if it was 1, it would be 220. 10 would be 2,200. 100 would be 22,000. 1,000.
Dude, I have a calculator right here. Just give me a number.
1,000 would be 220,000. $220,000 just in Shooter McGavin.
No, hang on. It's 220, and you say he did 1,000.
It's Chris McDonald.
Hold on. I gotta pull this up for you. We got to get this on. I'll
220,000. And how long are they? They can't be more than 2 minutes.
They're like 30 seconds.
Right. Hey, Shooter here. Happy birthday. Yada yada.
Yeah.
Done. He can do how many in a
He can do 100 in a day. I mean,
You're sitting there. Oh, thanks. I'll take 200.
there it is. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is that impressive? That's impressive, by the way. I don't think there's a lot of people that are all 5-0.
Well, remember,
So he must take pride in
he
it.
puts a lot into this character.
It's Chris McDonald, aka Shooter McGavin in the house. And I'm happy to do a cameo for you. I love checking in with fans and trying to keep keep it on the lighter side.
See the weights in the back?
It's amazing.
This is
He looks ripped.
Congratulate people who have made a extraordinary achievement happen during this crazy times that we're still in.
Right.
We'll have fun. We'll have a good time. Just give me a little good intel, and I'll spin it.
Yeah.
All right. I look forward to hearing from you. And hey, it's 2021. Let's have some fun. Shooter out.
You think about it, like something like that.
That's
for
great.
someone,
I would pay for that.
right? For someone that cares about certain characters or certain people so much, like that could make their entire that could change that. You know what I mean? Like you see how some of these some of these people really lock onto characters or people that they look up to. Like, could you imagine if Goggins did that?
Oh God. See, yeah. I mean, that would be pretty awesome. I'm just trying to go through and see who has. See, they have 4 stars and up, but I'm looking for only 5. Like they should. I wish they had like
a ranking system.
Like only 5. Lisa Loeb. You remember her?
No.
She sang this song.
Right, like some of these, you get some of these like
she's 5-0. She has.
I'm saying, like you get some of these
490 reviews.
Some of these musical people to sing like "Happy Birthday" to you.
Well, I used to because when Nicole puts her glasses on, I used to say that that's who you look like. That's who not that she looks like, but she reminds me of.
I just think that's
be careful of my wording there.
I just think that's awesome.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb.
I'll
give you a message.
You never heard her sing?
Like, could you imagine?
Imagine
if what's his name from like Karate Kid did this?
Oh, I'll sing you a song.
Right? Like Daniel LaRusso.
But now he's making too much. What's the Karate Kid's?
Is Cobra Kai is killing it.
Who is it?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Oh man, that's gonna bother me.
Pony Boy. It's Pony Boy.
It's friggin' Daniel LaRusso. Wow.
The best role was Pony Boy in The Outsiders.
Great movie.
God, Ralph Macchio.
Yes.
Let's see if he has one.
What is the site? Cameo.com?
Yeah, it's all these staff. No, Macchio does not.
I mean, talk about a side business where you can literally just do you know what I mean? Like, even if you're an athlete, like LeBron James, like I know you don't need it, but could you imagine
Did you watch?
Did you imagine how many happy birthday cameos parents would pay for LeBron to be like happy birthday?
Blackjack dealer from Austin Powers, or
did you ever? Seinfeld, the soup Nazi?
No.
You don't know the soup Nazi from Seinfeld?
Never watched Seinfeld. I told you this 1,000 times.
Oh God!
I've never even seen one episode.
Such a herb.
Oh, stop it! Athletes, 800.
How about Debbie Gibson? You know who she is?
Maybe.
You don't know who Debbie Gibson? She's a big 80s singer.
Sure.
Oh my God! You're just saying. Come on, own up to the fact that you don't know these things.
It's the 80s, dude. I was 4.
I mean, but you got to know
There's a lot of wrestlers on here, bro.
Oh, there's a lot of football, ex-football players.
Ray Lewis is on here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
$300 bucks for Ray Lewis. Only $50 for Dave Wanstatt.
If you're a celebrity, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? You could crush half. Like
you do it if you want to. Like you don't have to take it.
Oh my God, Brett Favre, 400.
400 for Brett Favre.
100 for Wayne Corbett. $35 for Don Beebe.
$35 for Tom Beebe. Tom Beebe's gonna have to work pretty hard to make a lot of money doing that.
Dude, this is amazing. Diamond Dallas Page, 119.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Randall Cunningham, 119. Joe Theismann, 150.
See, that's what makes what Shooter McGavin, so good. His price is only $220.
Because he knows the lower my price, more people are going to be like, let's go.
How smart.
Quan, we talk about this all the time.
You know who I want? I'm looking for my favorite voice actor, Sam Elliott, the guy who does all the car commercials. He was in Roadhouse with
Yes. Oh my God, he's the best. He's in the ranch.
Eric Estrada's in here from Chips.
Aaron Boone, 280.
I don't like Gilbert Godfrey.
There's a lot of wrestlers. Rocket Ishmael, 125.
There's also a lot of people I don't even know who they are.
John Randall, 120. That's my guy.
John Randall. I should. When's your birthday?
Hey, here you go. Mike Singletary, 200.
Like, yeah, so he's charging as much as Shooter McGavin. No way, right? Like, who would you rather have? First of all, who would you rather have give you a cameo? Shooter McGavin or Mike Singletary? Mike Singletary's great. Maybe.
Here's a big one, bro.
Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar, 500.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of worth it, though.
Kareem, yeah. I mean,
you're talking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem changed the game.
Yeah, like you're talking.
If you can say what you want about Kareem,
I'm only looking at athletes. Steve Largent, 150.
Reggie Wayne.
Ooh, that's a good one.
LeVar Ball has one. Do people actually contact? Oh my God, he has 330 views.
I'm saying, guaranteed. Trey Wingo. That's funny. There's a lot of like hosts and media guys on here too. Hey, Lou Ferrigno, you in?
Lou Ferrigno, where?
150. 150.
That's definitely like I would like those like kind of like almost like classic iconic guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Because
Pete Rose, 150.
Pete Rose, really?
John Daly, golfer. Wow, 750. Holy. Jim Leyritz, I thought he was in jail, 75.
Jim Leyritz?
Lenny Dykstra, he was in jail too, 95. They can do this stuff from prison?
I guess. Man, I guess you can make some money somehow, right?
Wow, here's one. Richard Petty for only 250. Bo Jackson, 400.
Bo, that's expensive though.
But it's Bo Jackson.
That's expensive.
Archie Manning, 250. Steve Spurrier, 230. Man, this is a gold mine. I love this. This is awesome. I could scroll through this forever. Wow. Reggie Jackson, 250. Dave Hansen from Slapshot, 115. There you go. There's a guy playing a character.
I'm getting yelled at right now.
Are you? I told you were.
Yeah. I get yelled at because I yelled at my son. I didn't yell at him.
I told you.
No, I didn't. I did not. Derek would tell you I did not yell at him.
No, it was just a stern go by.
You messed up your opportunity. You know. Hey.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of this.
Derek, did he call me Lisa Loeb?
No,
no, he did not.
I did not.
When you put glasses on at one point.
When you put glasses on, you know, Lisa Loeb does cameos.
She's very attractive, if that matters.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think Nicole likes it. That
you shouldn't say it. But hey, here's one who you always mention.
That might have been the best advice you ever gave.
Your boy Tony Rice.
Don't say it. Tony Rice.
$35. I'll get 3 of them.
You know who if they had him, I would do it. They had Jamel Holloway.
They might look him up. I mean, I'm sure you can just like search. I'm just sitting here scrolling through each one of these things. I mean, there's 100 pages of athletes here.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Devin White from the Bucks, bro, 500.
Devin White?
Yep, smart man. Get on it right now. Tino Martinez.
You guys on TikTok, if you want to
Grant Tarkenton.
I'm gonna give away a free NUC Sports t-shirt.
Oh,
give me lots of clicks, lots of hearts, and I'm gonna pull up the ones who gave me the most, and I'm gonna send out some free t-shirts here. I'll hit you up.
That's cool. Hey, you know what? This right here, right? So we've been discussing this about the NCAA allowing college athletes to start marketing themselves. That right there is a way to start.
Thank you, Luke. You got it, man. Luke, just DM me your address. You got it, man. You got it, Luke. There you go.
Did you hear what I just said?
So, yeah, I'm going to read. Did you read the article yet? The American Football Coaches Association asked the NCAA Rules Committee to address players faking injuries.
Right. Because that does happen sometimes. Like, oh, I'm cramping. They're going too fast. Things are, we got to get our stuff together. Did somebody go down?
Right. Right, exactly.
And look, I understand it. Listen, to be very honest, as a defensive coordinator, and I don't know if this puts me in a certain category or whatever, but that wouldn't even cross my mind to do.
You know what, though? What happens is players start getting physically worn out, and then they're
tired.
Luke.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't even – if I was in that position as a defensive coordinator, that wouldn't even be in my mind to think of as a strategy to use. Unless you flipped over or ran down the sideline and said, yo, tell so-and-so to just lay on the field. I wouldn't even think it.
Absolutely. You're right. I don't know why.
That wouldn't even be – like, do you write that at the bottom of your call sheet? Like, hey, if they get 3 plays and they're going fast, or do you designate that during practice? Like, yo, Billy – okay, here's the deal. Look, if they jump off a bunch of plays or I yell this to you, you go down like you have a cramp.
So this is what Todd Berry says, who's been a long time
AFCA guy.
I think he coached at Louisiana Monroe, but I could be wrong. Our ethics committee, which suggests, or maybe Louisiana Tech, our ethics committee, which suggests rules changes, the NCAA said by unanimous consent that this has got to stop, says Todd. So they asked the because everybody's want to know how to first of all, it makes the games go for 9,000 hours. Okay. Think about that. The games in college are forever already. Am I wrong?
Emmitt Smith. Sorry.
What about how much is Emmitt Smith on Cameo?
$725. Yeah, like $725. Little expensive. Mike Leach.
Mike Leach is on there?
$150.
Oh, God.
I might be a girl.
Can I do Mike Leach? Mike Leach?
Could you imagine some of the stuff he says?
So Derek, I know I'm not like one of your little fat girlfriends.
Like from his speech. Oh my God! Or hey, I just want to let you know about this.
By the way, no, Jen, you're not your girlfriend's gorgeous. I was saying reciting a speech from his.
But no, like he would be like, I saw this porcupine this morning, and porcupines really do this, and like, or he'd go on some tangent about pirates or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
In 1492,
right? Like I know you
sailed the ocean blue.
I know you coached the Buccaneers, but did you know that Buccaneers are this or that? Like
that their sport has a long.
Have a good day. Happy birthday, Mike Leach. Like what the?
Happy birthday. What would your
cameo be under athletes? He should be under characters.
If you were doing your, how would yours be?
I don't know. I think it would be obviously what you would do is you'd ask the person.
Yeah, well, that's what
some feedback, and then you kind of roll with it from there, And I would have to obviously it'd be like a case by case basis. Whether one would be, hey, I think it would actually be better if you had like some communication with the person, which would obviously put more time into it. But I think it would warrant better reviews if you made it more personable, or like, hey, I heard about your great accomplishment.
Yeah.
Listen. People like that don't come around very often. You know what I mean? That's a great thing for you. Continue the course, stay the course. Bam. You know what I mean? Like something like that. And then like have a catchphrase that you would always say at the end.
Yeah. Hi, this is Mike Leach. I know you play for Michigan, and you guys are.
You wear the wrong colors, but it's all good.
You should have came to Mississippi State, and
Tommy Frazier's on here.
But yeah, happy birthday, Tommy Frazier.
Only $75.
Wow. You know what's great about the what would you call those kind of guys? What would you call them? You call them vintage, maybe vintage.
In my book, for me, yes.
They'd be vintage. I'm trying to see. I'll pull up some of Shooter McGavin's cameos.
Hey,
I'm just literally gonna keep scrolling through this.
Shooter McGavin in there.
Oh, I'm gonna play one for you. They people post theirs. Let's
Well, of course they do. That's like something to take pride in.
let's see if we can share a Shooter McGavin one, because I just like Shooter. I just like him so. He was a great character. Shooter. He'd make it Shooter. Here we
But I
go.
mean, it's just like his whole persona of how he played that position, like how he acted that out.
And you know, unlike like a lot of actors now, like I don't want to be typecast by what I was 30 years ago.
No,
This
he's running with it and continuing. You know
To
what I mean?
make
Because
money
some guys
from
are like, I don't want to be defined by one role in my career. He's like, well, screw that. If I can make money off of it, I will totally be defined by one role.
Absolutely. If Shooter McGavin was at like something talking Happy Gilmore, I'd be there. Let me hear what he
Hey,
said.
I'm Toddy. Ha ha! Shooter McGavin in the house. This comes to you from your good pal Provenza. By the way, Hot Toddy, you just won the cup, the Pelican Cup. Ooh, fantastic. Of course, it's a fucking little Catalina wine mixture of amateur golf, but hey. That cup is more important to you guys than your wedding nights. It's sweet. Hey, congratulations. What a name. Hot Toddy. I'll have one, please. And have a brilliant holiday. Brilliant holiday. And happy, healthy, prosperous, winning new year 2020. New decade. Let's kick some ass. Shooter out.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
Dude, that's great. Like, would you be amped if that happened to you?
Yeah, imagine you're like, hey, like that's a once in a lifetime. Like, hey, remember on this birthday when I got this? Like, yeah.
So I'm gonna review some of these Super Bowl commercials.
What was that? Oh, that was Ben Shapiro coming on. That's what it was. Reviewing Super Bowl commercials. I think he did a show on it. Yeah.
Which I love that it wasn't a big thing. Anthony Munoz is on here, $78.
The greatest lineman of all time you can get for $78 to get a message.
And you can also get the We Are Ready to Rumble guy for $300.
We are ready to rumble.
The guy
Let's get ready to rumble.
What is his Michael Buffer?
Michael Buffer.
$300.
In the blue corner. Weighing 180 pounds at 5'10" from Patterson, New Jersey. They call him Kid Quick.
Boom. Crazy names.
So yeah, so what do you? So tell me what you think about. Tell me a little bit more about what you think with respect to the tackling rule, the quote unquote fake injury rule.
No, I think it's different for us because we don't ever really see it. It's more of a college and pro type thing. I can't remember a game where it's happened to me or us in my coaching career. I guess it's something that's happens, but obviously it does a lot more elsewhere because for the bigwigs to speak out about it and say that it needs to be addressed, it must happen more than we realize or we see at least. But like I said, as a defensive coordinator, that's just not something that would even go into my mind. Right. As far as what to do or something like that, but I mean, it's just a whole nother facet of the game that's just so different, like I said, there's a process that would have to go into that. Like, I would think you got to assign somebody to do it. You got to make the call for when to do it. And everybody has to be on the same page and kind of understand.
Right.
Like that's another 10 minutes in practice.
That's another 10 minutes of practice. Yep.
And to spend 10 minutes on something that's controversial and ultimately like cheating.
Right.
Is that what I really want to teach my players as a high school coach? In order to get a stop and hopefully get some type of stoppage and hopefully we can come up with something or that does something to help us win the game? Like, no. I just it's a very interesting topic, but obviously happens more than we think if they feel the need to address it.
That's a good point.
Like I said, I've never seen it firsthand. I've never been involved in a game where it's happened. I've seen it obviously on TV at the bigger levels, but not for me.
Yeah. Well, there you go. They
What's your opinion?
my thing is the games have to speak. Everybody's got to embrace, just like we've embraced the new style in tackling, and we've got to be able to embrace no huddle without. Now the argument is that guys feel like people can get injured because of the pace of the game. Well, I think you got to go. You got to adapt your team to be more like hockey. We got to have some line changes, and you got to have some things. And I think that fans want to see the excitement of the no huddles slowing down. Everybody's doing it. Slowing it down just makes it worse. Yeah, does it suck to be? I mean, I was a defensive player, so yeah. Would it suck to be on defense and teams just slicing through you?
Right, and especially when you're one of those, when you're one of those big guys, you know what I mean, and you're constantly having to, wrestle for 10 seconds and rush the passer and do all this stuff, and then if they're not subbing, that means I can't sub. I don't have the time. I just don't have the time to do it. So for the big guys, yeah, it's tough. I get it, but isn't that why you play football? Or offensively, isn't that why you would do it? You know what I mean? So it's a strategy thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, figure it out. Call a timeout. Like, if you don't have any, you don't cheat. Play the game.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, tell me more about Deshaun Watson.
It's your team, bro.
My team. Why is it
I think that the story is not Deshaun Watson anymore. I think the story right now is your Cowboys and their guy.
Well, are the Cowboys interested in Deshaun Watson? I thought Carolina.
No. The controversy and stuff that's going on right now with your boy, the Cowboys QB.
No.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to bring on the young guy, and I think we'll have to come back to this because he wants to star on the show now. So we'll take a few minutes. All right, you can come down for a few minutes, Troy. Come on, we're ready for you. And here he is.
What's up, buddy?
Okay. All right. So here's where you're gonna tell Coach D. Okay, we're gonna play a trivia game. Get your hands out of your nose. That's not appropriate. All right.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
So tell him what it's like to be a VIP. He's VIP this week at school.
Oh,
VIP's like.
You get to tell what your poster has on it, and you talk about what you do with the toy.
What does your poster have on it?
When I want to grow up, I want to be.
Oh.
Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? Tell him. No, it's you. It's your life.
You're the VIP. Let it be known.
Football player.
You want to be a football player? I hope you don't want to
like a man. Like a man. Say it. Like a man.
A football player.
Oh, I hope you don't want to play for the Jets.
Well, he likes the Jets. That's
what I'm saying. Maybe by the time you're ready to be a professional football player, the Jets will have figured it out.
Maybe it's a curse. Don't pull on that. Don't put your tongue on that. That's disgusting.
All
right. Well, there was something else you had to do as the VIP. What else was it you had to do?
Put the toy
out. All right. So what toys did you put out?
Oh, so you get to choose the toys for everyone.
Tell them what you did.
A football puzzle, a football, a basketball, and Captain America and the flag.
Oh, Captain America. Okay.
All right, and keep working on talking normally instead of like,
Oh!
All right, hold on. Your favorite song right now?
Oh boy.
What song are you listening to the most? Who sings it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you go tell them. Tell them who it is. What's the name of it?
It starts with a W, The Weeknd.
He likes The Weeknd. You know who The Weeknd is?
I do not.
He did the Super Bowl.
Oh, great performance.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking it would have been something modern.
Well, he likes Kids Bop, right?
I mean, yeah, that I would have thought it would have been along those lines.
What is your favorite sports? You listed 4 sports in the thing. Go ahead, tell me.
Basketball.
Nice.
Basketball, football, soccer, and tennis.
3 out of 4 approved.
I'll take tennis. I know you don't. I will take tennis.
Troy,
Let him be that dude. He can travel the world. He can go to Australia.
Listen, if you ever
you can just ride those coattails, bro.
Although in the long, it could be hard on them in the long run because I saw a whole thing. Troy, get your mouth up there. They said you could be you could be they get low. I saw a star tennis player. Stop.
Daddy
said
Daddy,
that.
Daddy, did you know your taste taste like a cookie?
All right, thank you. They've had a lot of them have very lonely
because it's just them, dude, and a ball machine,
and you're homeschooled, and
it's like gymnastics.
Yeah, well, although they might have it once you get to like the higher level, they might have some sort of team thing with the gymnastics.
I'm just saying, like I knew a girl in high school that was, extremely gymnastics oriented, high level. She went to Ohio State to do it. I'm telling you, and it was a she did the whole homeschooling and all that stuff. I mean, it was a very interesting dynamic to watch.
Say goodbye to Derek.
See you, bud. Good job.
Great appearance.
It was very interesting to see how she went about life.
Oh, really?
Lawrence Taylor's on here.
He must be expensive.
256.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Reggie Wayne's only 87. Oh man.
If you could have anyone on there,
I don't know. There's so many. I guess you can search, but I'm just scrolling because it's like exciting.
What's his name on there?
I mean, Wayne Corbet's on here. I like that one a lot.
Chevy Chase on there?
Oh, I wonder. I haven't even gotten into that.
Chevy Chase is on there.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be?
Doesn't have all 5 stars, though.
I'm just telling you right now, this is a way for college athletes to do some stuff.
Absolutely. They can make as much as these star actors.
That's what did you hear? That's what I said to you before. I said, look, this is a great way right here for these college athletes to break into a market and make some money. Are you writing this down?
Yes, I am actually.
Yeah, here we go. I want copyright. But like I said, I think this
you're going to be an executive and take the
think about it. Like it's not it's not too time consuming, so they can stay focused on their thing. It's kind of low level where they're not jumping into something that's astronomical that's going to blow their head away as far as marketing and all that stuff that's concerned.
The money will go right to them.
Immediate. There's no middleman. There's no
it'll just be cut right off. Whatever.
And the way that these guys are so damn tech savvy today, they won't need an entourage to make it happen.
No, they go on there. They put their information in there.
That's it. Here you go, dude. All right, what's the video today? And it would, I think, ultimately would teach them how to do it responsibly.
Lindsay Lohan, 375.
Ooh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let me see what Lindsay has to say.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Lohan, and
I'm sober.
Wow, she's looking a little old, Lindsay.
Well, if you do that to your body, yeah.
Lindsay Lohan in, what was the movie? Mean Girls.
Reality. If you ever saw the movie Georgia Rules.
Steve Harvey's expensive.
No kidding. It's Steve Harvey.
$750 for Steve Harvey.
I wonder if they pay more.
Georgia
Rules. What's her name is in it? Oh, who's the 80s like workout guru chick? Oh, it's killing me. I gotta look it up. She was, I believe, one of the Charlie's Angels. Oh, what's her name? It's going to drive me crazy. Here it comes. Come on. Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda plays a grandma. It's amazing.
I've never seen it.
It's awesome. But it's her in like a, she's like a disgruntled, she's a granddaughter whose mom isn't getting along with her, so ships her off to Georgia's house, and that's Jane Fonda, who lives in Georgia and has this strict set of rules, and now you have this girl coming from like the big city to live with grandma in Georgia, and there you go. There's the plot line. I wonder if you have to pay more to be quote unquote one of these featured people.
I don't know. Cobra Kai's in there though.
Of course, that's definitely something, and he should embrace that role.
Martin Cove, the guy who plays.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at them right now.
Summer Sanders.
Oh,
Remember
God,
her?
he's one of my favorites.
Guess how much you can get Summer Sanders for?
I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but
yeah, I'll
you
retract.
can get Gilbert Godfrey.
$25 for Summer Sanders.
I would do it just from her doing
You can
the
chat
show
with her
now.
for $2.99.
Johnny Damon, $100. He must be hurting. Tom Arnold, 125.
I really prefer to see them when they were young. I don't want to see them as they are now.
Steve Gutenberg,
Filters.
aka Mahoney from Police Academy, 250.
Oh yeah, that's a major. Yeah,
Chuck Norris, 450, definitely. I like the Brett Favre one. He probably would be a really cool one to do. Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Oh my God.
Oh, I can't even imagine that one.
Oh, that's got to be just peaches.
Yeah.
Gary Busey. Hey man, happy birthday.
Ted Nugent.
Bob Saget. He's pretty expensive. $350
Well, he's also off his rocker.
off his rocker.
Here's another one.
You always think of him as what do you call? He's got a lot of reviews too. People must like him.
Kurt Schilling too, Mr. Like just throw it out there and whatever.
And yes, I'm on Cameo because I want to make people happy. And every single message I make for you guys, I'm making donations to
There you go.
The Food Bank of New York City, the Red Cross.
All right, you lost me. Not that giving the donations aren't great. That's good.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay is on there.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh my God, the guy who lived next door to me, he was a fifth-year senior. He was a great linebacker, and I was a freshman, and he loved Andrew Dice Clay, and we had an Andrew Dice Clay comedy tape.
Dude, that guy was.
He would come in and be like, "Yo, put on Andrew Dice Clay." I'd be like, "What?" He'd be like, "Put it on." I'm like, "It's 2 a.m. Yeah, but I want to hear Andrew Dice Clay. I was a freshman. I'm like,
ooh,
all right, here we go.
Leah Thompson's on here for only $100.
Who?
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson from Back to the Future.
Yes. John Lovitz.
I know. I saw him somewhere.
Yes.
Chevy Chase is expensive.
Well, it's Chevy Chase.
$5.
Oh, yeah? How about this one? You know Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank?
Yeah.
$1,200.
Ooh, what?
Yep.
I guess because he's newer, he's in demand.
I don't know.
Or he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the highest.
He'll put everything into it if you're willing to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So if you're willing to do that, he'll give you something way over the top.
Like really good. What's his name? Kevin what?
Kevin O'Leary.
O'Leary, that's right.
Terrell Owens.
How much is Terrell?
$350.
Yeah, see, he's got 4.9. He's up. He has over 200 views, so he's done a lot of them. But he probably doesn't want to do it unless you like.
Joe Thomas is on here.
Who? Oh, Joe Thomas, the lineman.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe.
I mean, shoot, you could find it.
Willie McGinnis. Wow. I mean, this is this is amazing though to think about. Like,
it's brilliant.
This is absolutely why I don't understand. Why wouldn't you like? Unless you're just one of those guys that really just makes that much money. This is like a quick thing, especially during the I guarantee you that during the pandemic, this went up like, whew, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
100.
Carol Baskin.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
How much is she?
$300. And she's probably getting it. I bet you she's getting it.
Wonder if she does it with
She has 503 reviews.
Doug Flutie's on here.
She's got more than what's his name? Shooter.
Doug Flutie. Look at it. John Starks, Brian Cashman, Bob Stoops. That's a whoa. Brian Billick, Warren Sapp. Ooh, Brooke Burke.
Oh yeah. Oh, remember her show was the greatest. You couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, here's a big one.
Wild on. Remember she would go to Wild. She would party.
Oh, yeah. She would go crazy. Mariano Rivera, he's 750, so that's big. God, 1,200 for him. I can't believe that. That's huge. Sugar Ray Leonard, 300.
Oh, I like this one. John O'Hurley. You remember Jay Peterman? Oh, you don't watch Seinfeld. Shoot, you don't know Jay Peterman.
My girl is on here.
Who?
Erin Andrews.
Oh, how much is Erin Andrews?
300. That's worth it. Jen.
That's for your birthday. That's what you want.
Ricky Williams is on here. I wonder if he does them from like a tent in Australia. Lawrence Taylor's on here, bro.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
I love how this is what the show has come. Paula Abdul.
MTV. Let's see who MTV has.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Drew, Ashley Brooke. I don't remember these girls. I don't remember any of these people.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh God, how much is Caitlyn Jenner cost? Okay.
2,500.
Wow. Remember?
You
remember the show The Hills?
Yes.
Remember Heidi?
Yes.
Remember how popular she was?
Yeah, for like a week.
She only charges $75.
Right, that tells you where she's at right now.
She is 5.0. Let's see what she
Jim
is.
McMahon, 199.
Yeah.
Dude, she's just getting old.
Donovan McNabb. Yeah, and think about how many surgeries she's had.
Getting old.
Lance Armstrong.
Lancey, how much Lance charge?
300.
Yeah, that's about right, I would say.
Troy Aikman, 750.
Troy Aikman. Well, Troy Aikman's still popular, too.
Meatloaf, 170.
Oh, Meatloaf. That's a pretty good one, especially if someone's like
a big fan of that.
Yeah, well, there's definitely, he must have a lot of fans.
Here you go. Jack Nicklaus, 1,000.
Is Tiger on there?
Oh, wow. I don't know about that.
You couldn't afford Tiger.
Dennis Rodman is for 750.
Wow, Dennis Rodman's only, that's like actually not a bad deal.
You would think it would be just because he's whatever.
Let me see. Who has the most reviews? 1,000 plus reviews. You know who has the most, over 1,000 reviews? There's only two guys. Two guys. Mick Foley. You remember him?
Yeah, Mankind.
Mankind.
Dude, he was like, he's like a cultural type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's like an icon.
Hello, hip cats and kiddies. It's Dude Love, the man who captured tag team gold with Texas's own homegrown Chrome Dome, Stone Cold Steve Austin, letting you know, Daddy, that the hardcore legend is available for cameo videos. Ooh, check him out, and you will.
He's funny.
I just think this is so cool.
It is. I told you, I brought up the other day. It's hard to, until you go on it. First of all, it's got to be such a simple site to make.
But it's got to be just such a simple way to make money.
How did they get it has to be someone that was somewhat connected with celebrities to start.
Had to be like, yo, you got to do this. And then, yo,
I'm telling you, you're going to make good money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Jamie Lynn Signer. Yes. The daughter in The Sopranos, 150.
Jamie Lynn Signer. She charged 150. That's pretty cheap.
Hell yeah.
Let's see who charges the most.
Oh, Wade Phillips is on here, 100. We got him for free.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's cool.
Tyreek Hill, 1,000.
Michael Irvin, 500.
See, that's smart by Tyreek, man. Like he obviously, if he really wanted to,
of course,
command way more.
Yeah, but he just wants to.
You know what?
Happen.
Yeah.
LaDainian Tomlinson, 450. Richard Dreyfuss, 999.
Although I think vintage guys do better in this thing.
Right, because you have that group of people that never, like, see, because this is why it is the way it is. We have in this generation such easy access, I guess, when it comes to technology to kind of communicate with our celebrities and the people that we put on those pedestals, right? Whereas back in the day, they didn't have that stuff.
No.
Landon Collins, $30.
$30. Wow.
This is the next Jamar Ric Flair, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, the original limousine riding, jet flying, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, announcing the fact that I'm available on Cameo. Call up.
I love Ric Flair. I would get Ric Flair, man.
Oh, yeah? Well, here's Jim Brown.
They have Jim Brown. How much is Jim Brown?
600.
Ric Flair is 500. Jim Brown is 600, huh?
That's amazing.
Mike Aruzione's 500.
Mike Aruzzione, hockey player, the Miracle, correct?
Right, correct. Emmitt Smith, 725 is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Sean Payton's 1,000.
Floyd Mayweather's 1,000.
Sean Payton only has 6 reviews.
How about this one? Dwight Doc Gooden, $85.
That's well worth it. That's a good deal.
Anybody who loves the Mets.
100%, I would pay $85 to get a message from Doc Gooden, even though I
right. If imagine those people that are those, that Mets team that was, whatever. Oh, good God.
George Foreman.
Hey, this is Big George Foreman. I'm on
cool.
Cameo. Anything you need from me, I'm right here. From happy birthday to you or whatever. This is George Foreman. Contact me.
Melissa Gorga, 150.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
I mean, we could see her in the street.
That's probably true too.
Or that didn't
come across exactly.
No, I could see her at her son's football games.
We could see her in the street.
Yeah, I apologize. Worded terribly. I'm looking at some of the reality star ones though, because that stuff's funny to me. Flavor Flav, $400.
I just got a good question on TikTok. Who's the best player I've coached?
I was actually going to bring that up. That was in my head last night about.
I want to
ask you.
I got to separate like the camp business versus my own.
I think they're referring to. I would think coaching as far as somebody you had on one of your teams.
On one of my teams, the best player I ever coached.
I think I know the answer.
Hands down. And I only coached it for 2 years because I left after it.
I think I know the answer.
Who do you think it is?
Is it the kid from Saddlebrook?
Yes.
Baharness?
Yes.
Thought so.
Best football player I ever coached. I've never seen anything like him.
Steve.
And he wasn't a bullet, but he was fast. Steve Baharness. And I had other guys that played in the league and played longer than him in the league. But as far as in high school, impressive. He made 144 tackles and he went
to where?
Rutgers. He was a captain there. Then he was
in the league.
Started 4 years at Rutgers. 4 years.
What position?
As linebacker.
Got it.
I think his true freshman year, he started 7 games at like a DN kind of position, but then I think they might have had a guy that was there. Yes, I am. There might have been a guy that was there before him, but he started right from. I don't know if it was right from the get-go.
So
but
what years were that?
That was the years they were good. He was on those teams that went to the
like with Teal and all those guys.
Yes, he was on those teams.
He was at the Louisville game.
Yeah, let me see. What years was Baharness?
So that would have been like 06, 04, 05, 06, something like that.
You know what? He might have been. Let me think. Was he a little bit after that?
Come on, dude. You got to think about it. So my college.
Well, all right.
My college career seasons were 04, 05, 06, 07.
No, he's younger than that. He's only 30 now. So
well, that would make him. So that means his seasons were probably
his last year at Rutgers was 2012. So he was oh
So 12, 11,
09,
10, 9, 8. So 8.
no, he was 4 years in and out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So he started right away.
Yeah.
So he graduated high school in 08.
Is that right? Let me think.
High school in 28, and that would have been his first season.
That's right. That's right.
Because that would have been his first season. Then 09, 10, 11.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that that's what you were going to say.
I only got 2 years with him. So the second best player I ever coached.
I think it's crazy that a small school like Saddlebrook has put out such freak shows.
I had I didn't have it at the same time because the Maneri brother came out after his brother graduated, even though he technically could have been on at the same time as him. But he didn't. He came out the next year.
But like you look at like Longo,
Maneri, Baharness. The other Maneri brother could have went anywhere he wanted, but he went to Lehigh to play basketball. The older Maneri brother played for me. He went to Temple, played in the league for 5 years. Steve Baharness, Steve Longa. There was a whole run there for a little while.
right? And it's like almost like the Garfield thing.
Yeah.
Louis Castillo, Miles.
Well, here's what's funny. Steve Boharness was originally from Garfield. I think he moved here, when he was elementary school.
Shout out Coach Dawson.
But he was originally a Garfield kid. Anthony Pomo, you know where he was originally from?
Garfield.
So
could you imagine if those guys stayed at Garfield?
I want to say the Maneris, before the father became a police officer in Saddlebrook, I want to say maybe he was in Garfield too. The father might have been from I don't know if he was from Garfield or.
Does Garfield border Saddlebrook?
Yes, it borders it.
What are the towns that surround Saddlebrook? Garfield is one.
Garfield.
Elmwood Park?
Garfield. So I'll give you a little. You know where 46 is? Route 46? That's Garfield over there. Saddlebrook runs across 46 too, but like intersects.
Right.
So Garfield's there.
Yeah, 46 runs through Saddlebrook.
Right. It runs right through Saddlebrook. Everything runs through Saddlebrook, highway-wise.
I agree.
Which is good and bad, I guess. It's good. Actually, as a kid, it's a little dangerous, believe it or not, because your town is really a suburban, quote-unquote, town, but it's such a small town and all those big highways run through it that it is a little dangerous. People are racing around, but we didn't think about it back then. I don't think now parents would let their kids just drive around town like they did when I was a kid, just because I think that there's so many highways that run through it. You know what I'm saying? Did I lose you?
Oh, technical difficulties.
Okay. So anyway, Garfield on one side, Elmwood Park on the other. Okay, over by 80 and the Parkway exit.
That's not the direction you want to go.
Lodi the other way.
Oh, boy.
So Lodi is opposite Elmwood Park. So Lodi's over on the side, Westminster Avenue, which goes to 46 on the one side. Along the park is Rochelle Park.
No longer has a football team, correct?
Well, Rochelle Park is not goes to Hackensack High School.
Got it.
Along the bottom where Route 208 is, Route 4, all that's Fairlawn.
Got it.
And then, because Elmwood Park is before so it goes it goes Saddlebrook, Fairlawn, Patterson. Yeah.
Got it.
Or Saddlebrook.
But also, even those surrounding towns are small. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of small towns.
Garfield's not small.
What's that?
Garfield's not small.
But they're what? A group what? 2?
3.
So group 1.
There's 50,000 people, 40,000 people.
Elmwood Park is a group what?
Well, the population. So let's get the population here. Garfield's population. They're all small square footage wise.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, dude, that's New Jersey.
But there's a lot of people, very populated in a tight area. Even Saddlebrook is very popular. So Garfield's.
You're talking New Jersey, the most densely populated state in the country, dude.
Right. Garfield's 31,000. That's not a tiny 31,000
people.
Yeah, it's pretty. Saddlebrook is probably 12, my guess.
Butler's bigger than that.
No, Butler's not bigger than that.
Check it.
Saddlebrook is 13.9.
I'm telling you right now, Butler's bigger than that.
Butler?
Yep.
My guess is Butler's 10.
Population?
Yeah. Butler's 7,600.
I'm looking at it right here. It's
7,600.
what is it?
7,000. Down that area, by
76. Yeah.
Bright Grove is so densely populated.
And it's only 2 square miles.
Saddlebrook is only, I think it's 1.2 or something.
Yeah. Butler is extremely small.
Yeah, Butler is small. Elmwood Park is 20.
Oh my God. I grew up in a town of 7,000 people. Good God.
Yeah, well. Elmwood Park is 20,000. Fairlawn must be almost as big as Garfield.
Let's see the amount of people where I live now. 75,000.
Is that brick?
Yes.
Middletown must be 60,000.
That right there is bigger than the population of Wayne.
Middletown is 65,000.
Wayne is only 53,000.
Tom's River is 100,000 now.
Tom's River, did you know Tom's River is 50 square miles?
Tom's River is 92,000.
And it's 52,000 square miles. I'm sorry, 52 square miles. Like, that's big. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking Butler 2 square miles. Then you're talking a town 52 square miles? Whoa.
Colts Neck. Colts Neck is only 9,800 people.
I love how we're sitting here figuring this stuff out.
Wow. Or we could talk about Deshaun Watson and what team he should go to.
Or you could talk about J.J. Watt seriously considering going to the Browns.
Really?
Him and Myles Garrett coming off an edge?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Would he have to take a pay cut or anything?
I think he's made enough money where he's okay.
I think I worked all the fans completely off with our town analysis.
Happens. But listen, I think if I'm J.J. Watt and I want to win right now, I'll take a pay cut to go to a winner. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you know he can go to some whatever who's going to throw him. How do you base your decision? Well, they said his things are obviously he wants to go somewhere where he can win. He's never been to a conference championship game. He's never been to a Super Bowl. He is on, I think, the end of his career, but I still think he's a guy, he could be someone's missing piece. He played the second most snaps of his career last year, but he had the least number of sacks.
Yes. Well, I think it's time for dinner.
Better get going.
We had a fun show.
Tomorrow we will discuss Watson and more. Watson and your boy from the Cowboys. I really want to talk about.
All right. Why can we talk about? We talk about right now.
No, I'm not. Go do your thing. I'm just saying. Because I want to hear what another day in the life of sports is going to do. Because I'm telling you right now, the Watson thing is happening no matter what's going on with that. But this Dak Prescott stuff is big, man.
I don't understand. So does Jerry Jones must not think that? See, Troy.
The whole issue, and the reason they couldn't get a deal done already was because Deshaun wanted 5 years, and they didn't want to give him 5 years. Right. They wanted to give him 4. And look, so they franchise tagged him, and look what happened. They end up paying him $30-something million for 5 games. And now it's, just give him his money.
I don't know.
Is he worth it?
Do you think he's worth it?
I do.
His numbers are great.
I'd put him in you know what I mean? If you go by wins, you can't do that because he hasn't had a defense ever. Poor guy.
The problem is if you were to get rid of him, who are you bringing in? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you would go get if you were going to get rid of him. Like, you're going to get another quarter. You're going to have to pay for a quarterback anyway. Is there a better guy to get? That's
what I'm saying. Like, and is the going out and getting someone and that whole process worth it over just keeping a guy?
No, I don't think it is, to be honest.
Hell no. It's friggin' let's go, Jerry Jones. What are you doing?
Well,
Like, why are you playing hardball with one of the best players you've had in the last 20 years?
oh, whoa. Hold on.
The last 20 years of the Dallas Cowboys.
That is not true at all.
This is post-Aikman era, post-Emmett era.
He's better than Romo?
I never thought Romo was very good. You'd rather take Romo over this guy?
No, I'd rather have neither.
What do you want, Steve Walsh?
I want a guy who's going to win me a championship.
And this is the guy that can do it.
No, Troy Aikman can win me a championship.
Troy Aikman is in the booth now, buddy. It's over.
Well, short of Troy Aikman, I mean, can we get Aaron Rodgers?
Hell no.
Why not?
He's just going to stay put.
Yeah, he will.
They should sign J.J. Watt. Let him come home to Wisconsin. Him or Sean Gary coming off the same side. Let's go.
I'm trying to think about this. I'd have to think about this more.
That's why I'm giving you the evening.
I don't know that there's a better option.
I don't think there is, dude. What do you want? What are you going to do? Sign and trade? What do you want, Sam Darnold?
No.
Where are they picking in the draft?
Can they draft a new option?
Take Zach Wilson?
Who?
Quarterback from BYU.
Yeah, but they're not high enough to take Zach Wilson.
That's what I said. Where's their pick? I think they're 10. It's your team now. Make the right decisions. Make them with your head, not your heart.
Well, I mean, quarterback-wise.
Maybe if Ezekiel Elliott did anything, it would help.
I think he's pretty good. What don't you like about him?
I'd never liked him.
What don't you like?
I hate in college that he wore his jersey the way he did.
Oh, well.
He ultimately got that rule changed in the NCAA because of him.
His belly sticking out?
Yeah, and he didn't even have abs. I just think he's one of those guys that plays when he wants.
I think Dak Prescott is good. So
is he a top 5 quarterback in the league?
Is he a top 5?
Hell no.
Who's the top 5?
We've been
top 5
quarterbacks
in the NFL
right now.
Right now.
Brady, Mahomes, first 2.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, 3. Watson, 4.
Maybe. Hold on, let me think.
He's 4 or 5. He's in the top 5. Are you counting
Stafford? 4.
Are we counting Drew Brees?
Matthew Stafford is ahead.
5.
You think Matthew Stafford's behind Deshaun Watson?
Watson is 4. Stafford's 5.
I don't agree with
now,
that.
if Stafford has a year this year, he bumps up. I'm telling you, he's finally got something. I can't wait to see him work with him.
Baker.
Baker's like 7 or 8. Josh Allen is 6.
Josh Allen's not ahead of Deshaun Watson. He got farther.
Watson didn't have anything.
What is Watson's record as a?
He's never had anything. I don't know. If you want to go by records, how are you going to put Stafford in there?
He's done the most with the least.
So is Watson. Look at his numbers this year. He didn't even have a receiver.
How many years has he been there?
Watson? 4 or 5?
You say.
He's only 24 years old.
All right. Texans records over the last few years. The Texans have been.
This is good. I can't wait to watch this game tonight.
So.
Wall and Manasquan, dude.
So they were 10-6 and 11-5. He had 2 good years.
Wall and Manasquan. Let's go.
So this is 4 years. 4-12, 11-5, 10-6, 4-12.
Never had a team.
Never had a team. His receiver was Hopkins.
Receiver. And he put up his best numbers when he didn't have them. So explain that. He's never had a running game. You're going to put – you're saying you're always lobbying against him. What don't you like about him? You're a big numbers guy. Look at his numbers. The one thing I think you're looking at you're looking at wins and losses. He had nothing. He didn't even have a head coach this year, and he put up those numbers.
Well, I think maybe you're right. Is he a top 5 QB?
Yes. Based off of this year, if you're going by this year, absolutely.
I want to know how much you charge for Cameo. That is my indicator of how his worth. Does he charge more for Cameo than Matthew Stafford? If he does, he's ahead of him.
Can we get Dexter McDougal to do cameos?
That would be great. Hi, this is Dexter McDougal. I played for the University of Maryland, Jets, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
This ring right here is very nice. Just want to say, great job. Way to be. Congratulations on your championship. Dexter out. I just did his cameo for him. Oh, yeah. That's how I'll know when I make it big.
And if you need any DB training, just give me a shout.
Give me a shout. Otherwise, I'll be in the ER.
Oh my goodness.
If Jason Brown from Last Chance U, that head coach, could do cameos on here for $40, Dave Schuman can do it.
Oh, I don't know if mine would be funny though.
I think you can be. You're funnier than you come across. Like I think you're funny. I think you have a funny side. You just don't show it that much.
I think I show my funny side.
Maybe it's because it's me.
Well, you know what? You guys get nervous around me, so
I don't.
I can't make it.
You think I get nervous around you? Are you serious?
I can't make as many jokes.
I know when to flip the switch. I know, there's two different types of Coach Schuman. There's Coach Schuman and then there's Dave. There's two very different people.
They're all the same person.
Oh, hell no. Don't make...
Just Dave's better looking. Coach Schuman not as good looking. Tougher, grittier. Dave, funny. I think we lost you again, by the way.
Did you hear what I said?
No, because you cut out. Because you're connected.
I said there's hat on, whistle around the neck, Coach Schuman, and then there's Dave.
Who's Dave?
There might actually be two types of Coach Schuman. Team Coach Schuman, Camp Coach Schuman, and then Dave.
Well, I think I approach everything the same way.
I think you approach it the same way. But I think there's sometimes you're looser in certain things.
Yeah.
Me, I think I'm just a lunatic all the time, no matter what.
I don't think you're a lunatic.
Yeah, but you're so accustomed to me now.
You're pretty calm, I think.
You think I've calmed a lot.
I think you're calm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. If you would ask our staff, they would.
That would be great. Give me.
would think that I was more high strung than you. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They'd be like, you're always calming him down. No.
Yeah. But actually, I might actually.
It's the opposite.
It might actually be the opposite.
I think it is. I think you keep me calm.
It's interesting. That's interesting. But I definitely my favorite was I said this kid who played for me. His name was Kimba Davenport. Great little linebacker. Played at FDU. He played at FDU Madison in college.
Must have really loved it.
He did love it.
I was gonna say, must have loved football. When I hear a kid that goes there, I say they love football.
He was 5'7", maybe. He was thick. He might have been a $185, $190.
But he can do things.
Well, you know what? You know what he was great at? He saw air. He sprinted through the air every time.
Well, he just listen. That's one of those kids that he saw an opening. I'm gonna take it. Bam. No fear, no nothing. Downhill, just go.
He would make
trust the instinct.
You'd be driving, and you'd make a mistake and not getting to him, and he
trusted his instincts.
He would just, if he took that air, I can't tell you how many times it looked like a team was going to score on us, because at Powell Park that would happen, because we might be weak in a couple spots, or weaker.
Yeah, but you'd score so damn fast.
But then he would see grass and he would run through it. All of a sudden, the team would be in 2nd and 16. You know,
right? Because he just took what was given,
and he just killed. He would kill. He was a
drive
killer. He would kill drives. You'd be blocking him, and then all of a sudden he'd find it and he'd put you in 2nd and 16, and now you're throwing. And if you were throwing against us, you're in trouble because we had a lot of guys that can run around and stuff. But if you could run, because that might be the area that might have been a like if you really could run it downhill, that would be hard because we had a lot of guys going both ways. Anyway, the point is he used to love my Troy. Okay, so I'll be up there to make dinner shortly. He used to like my jokes. I used to make a lot of these like subtle jokes and stuff.
Jokes that we could no longer make.
And I would pause, but you know what he would? No, nothing like that. But he would. I would pause after like kind of a joke. I still do that, like,
right?
And to see if they get it. He would always get it, but he would realize that half our team, 3/4 of our team, would go over the heads, and he'd be like, "Man, you guys don't even get these jokes. Everything just goes right over your head." He's like, "Coach, don't even make funny jokes, Dave." He's like, they don't get these jokes. They don't get your jokes. They're like, don't you understand the man's funny?
But if someone
that must not be funny if they're not laughing at
if someone gets it, that's what's up.
Oh, it was funny. But yeah, it's good stuff. So anyway, I think Deshaun Watson is really good. I have my issue with the younger quarterbacks is
I just kind of
Mahomes is the only younger quarterback.
Well, I think Mahomes is a different entity because he grew up around professional sports.
Well, I'm just saying, like, is Brady still that good, or is nobody gotten to the point where they could eclipse him? That's the ultimate question. I know he's that good. He's the great. But, like, the point is that he's probably still at the same level, probably diminishing a little bit, okay, every year.
I think the things that make him different are what he's done to take care of himself. Right?
Yeah, I'm saying his
deterioration level is so not like others because of, probably spends $1 million on his body.
But my point is that with the game where they don't hit him as much, the
that's the other thing that saved his life.
The quarterback's perfection of throwing the ball.
And he was never a runner. So think about how many less hits he's taken than even these young guys.
Is Lamar Jackson, by the way, top 5 when we're going through top 5?
8, 9, maybe.
He's been in the playoffs more than these other guys.
He's got a team around him, and he's got one of the best coaches in the league. He's borderline top 10. I think Baker's ahead of him, actually, which is a pretty bold statement.
Deshaun Watson has a better passing game than he has that big size like Cam Newton, but he's a much better passer.
Cam Newton. Career over.
Cam Newton had all the tools.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
What?
No, I'm trying to watch the Manasquan Wall boys basketball game, and I can't figure out how to do it. Short Sports Network is supposed to be covering it, but you go to it and it's like sign up for this, sign up for that, pay for this, pay for that. No, thank you. Sorry, I don't really care that much. I just kind of wanted to see a good game.
They don't do the shoe freebies,
which can be viewed for free at Short Sports Network.
You know what I gave away the other day? It was great. I did a giveaway on Valentine's Day, and my Valentine's Day giveaway, you froze up here, but I don't know what happened to you. Hello, you there?
God, I'm losing it.
All right.
What'd you give away? Sorry.
I gave away the speed manual that I developed many years ago.
Ooh. I
gave it away for free. I had 100 kids sign up to get it. It's pretty good.
Who won the how was that Super Bowl box thing? Did you get that stuff done?
2 kids won.
That's awesome.
Yep. I have their shirts. I forget.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, do little giveaways, you know.
Hey, why not? You got a garage full of stuff. I know that.
You know, well, I'm making these shirts for them, so.
Well, I always said to you, I think that's one of the coolest things too, is because you have the ability to do that right there, and you know, it's right there for you to do. I think that's awesome.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's get to the sound. Good show. Actually, I was very entertained, even though.
Hey, sometimes we do things for the viewers. Sometimes we got to do some things for us. So, look, it is what it is.
I love sports, but I can talk. I'm just as interested as things outside of sports.
I couldn't agree more.
So, and we're out.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Football and the Kitchen Sink with Coach Schuman and Coach DePascali. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. If you like what you heard, leave us a review and be sure to tell a friend. We will meet you back here next time on Football and the Kitchen Sink.